The 49ers find themselves in a great spot to start this drive. 1st and 10 coming up.
It is.
Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he gets his offense forward to the 44-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. From the 44 here on 2nd down. On target to his back. Here's Christian McCaffrey. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's a 49er first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Reeled in by George Kittle. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. It'll be a quality gain on the run, and that also brings us to the end of this quarter. Through one quarter, neither side breaking through on the scoreboard. Couple of zeros on the board right now. Back to Levi Stadium right after this. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They're advancing it well as they face 2nd down. Got a man. McCaffrey has it. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
He's got it near the 10. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Has it in close. Touchdown, San Francisco. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Jake Moody on for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Return coming from the 6. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. First and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He lays out over the middle to bring that one in. Offense in the hurry up here. First and 10, Herbert. He's got Quentin Johnson complete. And he's able to get it past midfield and down onto the 49er side. From the 48. Got a man. Palmer has it. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And the Chargers will have a first.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
You've got first down from the 31.
I gotta go back and see.
Herbert throwing again. Chased out to his right. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
You just feel this defense starting to come alive, don't you, Kate? Got their first turnover last time out. Now they put their first sack on the board. And big plays on that side of the ball, well, they can come in bunches. Defense sure hopes to keep this faucet going, and the offense wants to turn the spigot off immediately.
It's caught. This is Ladd McConkey. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
Well, that's a game that has its roots in preparation during the week. That's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday kind of stuff. Identifying ways to target the coverage and creating opportunities for big completions.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4. They snap it to Herbert. To the right and pulled in by McConkey. It's a 13-yard pickup, and no worry at all on their side from being able to reach that marker on 4th down. That was impressive.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure that drives right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
Throwing on first is Herbert. Oh, my, it's intercepted in the end zone. There he goes, right sideline. Hits the 20. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. But we all saw his teammates yelling at him, go down for the touchback. He had no chance of that. He saw a lane to take it from one end zone to the other, and he did just that.
You know, and in that sense, he's no different than a kick returner bringing it out of the end zone. That's why some think DBs make the best return men. They just got that unique way of seeing the field, whether it's on a kickoff or going 100+ for a pick 6. Wow.
On is Moody for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the 49ers double their lead to 14. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. Beginning a new drive here, but just 16 seconds to go before halftime.
21.
Herbert back to it after the pick. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Javarius Ward picks it off. And the 49ers will have a shot at least a field goal here. Maybe the end zone after that return. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Catch is made in close. He has the San Francisco touchdown. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every round.
Two in, two back ends, moved up, look up, I'm flying, yeah, I'm free now, see now, society's time me release now, crazy, I'm finna go see now, big style, big deals, vitamin water, that's a big one, 6 mil, coach came to me like I'm D1, like Will, got 17 hours to the flight out. Only got time for a night out. So tell me what you want from me. We ain't getting no younger. So tell me what you want catch my flight. You know I gotta reach new heights again. You know I run it up at night. You know I only get one life for this. Went through. J. Cole said it's memes and mules, but I'm the king and adjust it all. Really wanna wipe me down. I got more patience than a hospital. Sweaty better beef with me than never beef with life's obstacles. I'm bad as a bone out. I'm way too toned to be toned down. Too big, so I'm cocky. From the back while I'm Twitter with my phone out. Got an Eminem deal, but I'm Hershey 6'2", dark skin with a purpose. Never voicemail on my phone last night to myself saying Lil Certis. Yeah. You know I gotta catch my flight.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Twin Cities and U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, the home of the Vikings. About ready to get this one started. Jaime Fairbairn ready to kick it off. And off we go from Minneapolis. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing to open it up is Darnold. That's into the hands of Aaron Jones. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the...
He works free, right side. And he will score. Jalen Naylor. Touchdown, Vikings. Well, fireworks right out of the gate here, Greg. It only takes 2 plays to put 6 on the board, and they do it with a big touchdown.
Mike, each week when we talk to teams, they emphasize how important it is to get off to a fast start. Well, this team, they took it to a new level. 2nd play of the game, big touchdown, they strike first.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Stroud gonna throw right away. He'll spot his big tight end. That's Dalton Schultz. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. That's into the hands of Dell on the right side. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. On 2nd down, Stroud. He's got his man. That's Nico Collins. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. He'll look deep here for Diggs. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Texans. A terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. That's caught by Jones out of the backfield. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Now here's Aaron Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 45. Tackle there by Will Anderson. Second down and 8. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. And they get him to the ground, but he's all the way down to the 35-yard line.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. That's caught by Jefferson on the right side. He'll get it inside the 20. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
He'll go right back to Jefferson. They connect again. And he'll be taken down. And that's going to do it. That's the last play of the first quarter. Ball sitting on the 3. It is 1st down and goal. They'll run it here with Jones. And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line. Darnold now to throw. He pulls it in around the 5. Looking for a seam, but will not find one. He'll take this down to the 4-yard line.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. They'll try and throw. Here's Darnold. And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's 4th and goal.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped. And that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Vikings will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead. Reichert had the field goal a moment ago. He's back out now to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from his own end zone. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stroud. That's caught. It's Joe Mixon.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
On play action. Stroud. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Ivan Pace. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Now Darnold. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their second. And they'll get together prior to this second down play.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
To throw is Darnold. That's caught downfield by Jefferson. That's good for 27 and a first down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
And he will score. Aaron Jones. Touchdown, Minnesota.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. To throw is Stroud. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy.
And we've seen this throughout the entire game, Mike. These receivers are having a hard time uncovering against this secondary. You force a quarterback to throw into a lot of tightly contested windows, it's going to end up in the wrong hands.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is Darnold. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That is caught for the Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings. So they take the shot downfield, and it is caught in the end zone for a touchdown. What a big play that is, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike. And the key to a play like this is when the ball travels this far in the air, they teach you, don't look back, look up, because that's where the ball will be. And in this case, he was able to secure it and come away with a big touchdown.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Now return coming from the 7. He'll wind up getting this all the way to the 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. He'll let this go deep for Diggs. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Stephon Diggs there, and it'll be second down. To throw, it's Stroud. That is brought in. And he will go all the way. John Mechie. Touchdown, Houston.
That is just a complete disaster. I mean, we're in the final seconds of the first half, Mike, and you give up a huge explosive play that results in a touchdown. No matter what you've done all half, it completely changes the game.
Makes the score Vikings 24, Texans 14.
3 seconds, all that remain in this first half as that one's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Throwing, Darnold. You let this go deep for Jefferson. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. This taken at the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. They'll go play action with Stroud. Open man, downfield, it's Nico Collins. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. And now the first carry for Joe Mixon. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. And in motion, it's Diggs. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. That's 3. 3rd time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Ivan Pace.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half.
Check it out. Hit you with no delay into what you saying, yo. Silly with your ice grilly with the dilly, yo. When I be on the mic, yes, I do my duty, yo. While up in the club like we while in the studio. You know when to violate, baby, really and truly, yo. My main thug, villain ain't Julio. He moody, yo. Type of brother that'll get with the real shook, scared to death, act, yo. X that, looking shorty, she a little cutie, yo. The way she make me wanna get all in the, yo. Top mistress of the videos. While I'm with my freak like we up in the freak shows. Did you with the make you feel it all in your toes? Hot, got all my people in red clothes. Metaphors when I formulate my flows. If you don't know, you're messing with lyrical player pros. Like that. You wanna party with me? Let me see just what you got for me. Put all your hands where my eyes can see. Straight buck wildin' in the place to be. If you really wanna party we trust. Yo, it's a must that you heard of us, yo, we murder us. A lot of people is wondering and they curious. I mean, in my unit do it is so mysterious. Furious, all of my people is serious. Shook others be walking around fearing us. Front, baby, like you don't wanna be hearing.
Banked by the Ohio River and the city's abundance of hills. We're at Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Jake Bates now ready to get this one started. And away we go in Cincinnati. Return coming from the 14. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
Special teams always play an important role in ball games, and it does right here from the jump. That's going to give the offense terrific field position for this opening drive.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. And he's going to be blocked down after reaching the 43. 16 yards on the play. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. On first down, here's Burrow. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him.
Here we go.
Offense up to the line fast.
11 MT.
Another try following the sack. Finds him on the slant. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Working quickly here. From the gun, a gift to Brown. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a first down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
And that's knocked away. The linebacker got him in the middle of the field, incomplete.
With all due respect to some of the great linebackers back in the day, to play the position today, man, you've got to be versatile. You can't just be a come up and stuff the run. You got to play coverage. And these defenses more and more rely on you to break up throws just like that.
It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Brian Branch getting there for the tackle. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. On third down, here's Burrow. He's on the move. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's going to be out of bounds right along the 20. And that play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving. The first red zone chance for the Bengals now. They've got 1st and 10 right along the 20.
11.
Brown on the inside give. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Hey, we got to keep scoring.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
11, Thomas. 11.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's Brown again. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. Let's start with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal.
11, mighty.
They'll run again with Brown. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. He gets him 3. This brings up 2nd and goal.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Right?
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal.
12.
Oh, surprise gift to the receiver near the goal line. And the hit stops him cold. Wow, he maybe got back to the line. All right, still scoreless through 1 quarter, but that looks like it's going to change pretty soon. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We're back to Paycor Stadium right after this. We're all set to bring you the second quarter. The Bengals well within striking distance.
Stop.
On 3rd and goal, here's Burrow. Has a man, it's Brown. Touchdown, Cincinnati. He hung in there as long as he could. A lot of quarterbacks would have bailed out, and it was what you talk about, Brock, that courage that kept the chance for the touchdown alive.
Yeah, that touchdown's going to show up on his stat sheet making the catch, or the quarterback stat sheet for making the throw, but hey, can we put some touchdowns up there for the big boys up front? It was their blocking and buying of time for that play that led to the score.
Evan McPherson on to try the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Craig Reynolds to return it. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Off play action, Goff. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he crosses midfield before going out. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. On 1st down, it's Goff. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Logan Wilson has it. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Reynolds with a return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Goff trying again here after the pick. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. He's got a gain of 6 there. That was Geno Stone up there to make that play.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
From the 35 on 2nd down. That's complete to the back. David Montgomery. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Offense in the hurry up here.
Tiger.
1st down throw from Goff. Forced out to his right. That's complete to Sam Laporta. And he's taken down at the 30. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit. Throwing again, it's Goff. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Montgomery hauls this one in. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
Value three. Hey, kill. Hey, Shell.
Montgomery on third. And he'll go down here at the 16. It's a gain of 4. And that gives the Lions the first.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there, and he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Goff on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions make it a one-score game before halftime. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
That one splits the uprights. And the Lions chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Kickoff taken at the 3. He stopped on the return at the 27.
On 1, ready?
Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line.
Here we go, here we go. 11 MT, 11 MT. Dot.
1st and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Flush down now to his left. Now he's trying one deep center. He's got it deep downfield. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. 1st down, Burrow to throw. That throw finds Jamar Chase. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They'll come up 1st and 10.
Here we go. Dot.
From the red zone now. Getting out to his left. Brought in by Chase near the sideline. And it looks like he went out of bounds right at that 7-yard line.
You know what I love about this? Never showing panic. When he leaves the pocket, look at his eyes. They continue to search downfield. They're never looking at the rush. They're finding the open man downfield before running out of real estate.
Has it down close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. Here comes the final play of our first half.
Get set. 11, 11. Dot.
One final shot before halftime. Escapes the pocket. And he will score. It's a Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals will extend their lead as time expires in the half. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. Right on the edge of the goal line for 1st and goal. And I don't know about you, partner, but that surprised me that they just threw it in. No attempts at running it.
Yeah, I think it is so hard for these defenders. You got to be so keyed in and physically, you know you've got to stop that run first. So a 1st down pass play can and certainly was effective.
Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Khalif Raymond to return it. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They go play action with Goff. Laporta with the grab. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
That's grabbed inside the 30. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. Offense up to the line fast. Goff. Taken in by Williams outright. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Working quickly here.
2 for 1. 4 down. DC.
On 1st down, they'll run with Montgomery. And this is down to the 5-yard line before they can stop him. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Well, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect. Intended target there was Sam Laporta. But still plenty of options left on 3rd and short.
Great player. Maverick.
Montgomery now up the middle. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. A gain of 3, and now they're going to be able to plan for 1st and goal.
Calm, cool, collected from this offense. Love to see it. No tunnel vision on what down it was. Just focused on executing the play in front of them.
Montgomery goes the wrong way and is going to lose several here.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Here's Goff. And they will score. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions cut into the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
That one right down the middle. And the Lions chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. His return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one. That was Jamar Chase he was looking for there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
On 2nd and 10, Burrow again. Finds Chase on the slant. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
11 Thomas.
Play action now, Burrow. Has a man, it's Brown. That's 16 on the pickup. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
This is the end of the 3rd quarter. The Bengals with it. They've got the lead, but this game is close. New set of downs for him from the 46.
Here we go. 11, 11, 11, 11. Dot.
To throw again, it's Burrow. He's going to push one deep down there. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals go up.
Just across I-25 from downtown Denver, the usual 76,000 fans have made their way to Phillips Power Field at Mile High, the home of the Broncos. Here's the veteran Will Lutz to get us going. And off we go from Denver. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Stroud gonna throw right away. Open man downfield. It's Nico Collins. On 1st down, it's Stroud. That's into the hands of Diggs.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
On 2nd down, Stroud. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down. From the gun, here's Stroud. Now a deep ball here for Collins. And the Broncos will get the ball at their own 17-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready?
A first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. A short gain up to the 20. That's Henry To'o on the tackle. They face 2nd down and 7. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He'll get that to Javonte Williams.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
They'll try to run for it with Williams. And he will take this up past the 30-yard line. That's going to be enough for a first down.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
On the carry, it's Williams. And a good run there. Finds the lane, gets forward. Got 8 yards and sets up a much more manageable 3rd and 2.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he'll keep the drive moving. He's got the first down up to the 45.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
Couple of first downs has them out to the 45-yard line as it's 1st and 10. Mims sent in motion here. And that one is incomplete and brings us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. So that'll do it for a fast-moving 1st quarter of play. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Here we go, set. 70 Timberwolves. Go.
Out of the shotgun, they give it to Williams. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. Christian Harris there on the stop.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Look at 19. Ready.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for 4th down. Across midfield, shot out of a cannon. He's going to have a Broncos first down. The defense nowhere to be found. A 4th down gain of 20.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll go play action with Nix. A dive and a catch. Incredible. Back-to-back targets, back-to-back completions. That one for 16 and the first down.
With wide receivers, I think we spend so much time by talking about their speed and their route running, and of course that's critical, but the ability to not only catch the ball, but to concentrate on the bad throws. We used to have a saying, you get paid to catch the bad ones, and so
he is in. Javonte Williams. Touchdown, Broncos.
We all make such a big deal, Mike, when we see a quarterback go through his progression and deliver a deep downfield strike for a touchdown. But sometimes just take what's easy, the easy pitch and catch, get it underneath completion. That's exactly what the quarterback does here, takes what the defense gives them, and when you have a playmaker like that on the outside, they can do the rest with their feet after the catch, and the end result is still a touchdown.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. First carry for Joe Mixon. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick first down.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense.
Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
And that ball intercepted by Pat Surtain.
That's Patrick Surtain, son.
So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Let's go now.
The drive begins with a run by Williams.
Yeah, we gotta fucking blow out that fast-paced shit on fucking NCAA.
A gain of 7. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Back to throw is Nix. This one intercepted. It's the safety, Jalen Petrie.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Joe Mixon. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. A 2nd down throw for Stroud. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. Ivy Fairbairn coming on to try the field goal. This a 31-yard attempt. Fairbairn's kick is good. And the Texans are on the board. It's 7-3.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well. You're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. Now an opening past the 30. And And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. On first down, here's Nix to throw. He connects with Mims. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30-yard line.
Now it's Williams. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Nix to throw. This one complete to Sutton. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. It'll be a run out of the gun with Williams. And that'll move the sticks. That's a first down to the 45-yard line.
He got the red.
Throw it. Nix. Crushed. It's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Here we go, here we go. Lion.
2nd down. Nix. He's got the tight end, Adam Troutman. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They run over center with Williams. The defense all over that. Met him in the backfield, stopped in his tracks, and it sets up 4th down.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking first down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
That's going to be caught. And he is going to have the Broncos first down. They find a way to convert on 4th and 10.
What a call here on 4th down. You just don't traditionally see screen games used on 4th down tries, but in this case, the defense was bringing some pressure. They timed it right and picked up the first down.
That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this 3rd quarter. Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. Here's a screen set up to Williams. And he's going to be taken down after a big 2nd down pickup, but we do have a penalty marker on the field. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now it is 1st and goal. Mims sent in motion here. To throw is Nix. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass ball's incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On 2nd down, it's Nix. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
That's hauled in at the 2. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Devon Thaley. Touchdown, Denver. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz gonna send this one away. On the return, it's Dameon Pierce. He gets swarmed under. Doesn't even get to the 15.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
All right.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That's 3. 3rd time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Surtain.
Something new. Stop, drop, shut them down, open up shop. Oh, no, that's how rough riders roll. Stop, drop, shut them down, open up shop. Oh, no, that's how rough riders roll. Snitches wanna try, snitches wanna lie, the snitches wonder why, snitches wanna die. All I know is pain, all I feel is rain. How can I maintain with madness on my brain? I resort to moving silence like you don't know what I silence. New York the wildest, my dogs is with it. You want it? Come and get it. Took it, then we split it. Damn right we did it. What you gonna do when we run up on you? Messing with the wrong crew. Don't know what we going through. I'ma have to show how easily we. Let me find out there's some more that's running with Joe. Nothing we can't handle. Break it up and dismantle. Light it up like a candle. Just cause I can't stand you. Put my on tapes like you busting grapes. Think you holding weight and you haven't met the apes. Stop, drop, shut them down, open up shop. Oh, no, that's how rough riders roll. Stop, drop, shut them down, open up shop. Oh, no, that's how rough riders roll. Yo, it's y'all people crazy? Be crazy, stop backing
acting like a baby. Mind your business, lady. Nosy people get it too. When you see me spit at you, you know I'm trying to get rid of you. Yeah, I know it's pitiful. That's how get down. Watch my get round. Make you suckers kiss ground. Just for talking. Oh, you think it's funny? Then you don't know me, money. It's about to get ugly. Whatever, dog, I'm hungry. I guess you know what that means. Come up off that ravine. Don't make it a scene. Give a dog.
It's had many names, but only one NFL team over the years. We're at the home of the Dolphins, Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida. Not a kicker or a puncher here, Brock. It's safety Justin Reed to get this one going. And we're underway at Hard Rock. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Get safe. Go ahead. It's 21G.
They'll start the drive with Achan. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. 2 and out from the gun. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Out of the shotgun, a give to AJ. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down.
Go ahead.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
20 TX.
Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Trent McDuffie in to pick it off. The 30. Gets the 10. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back to the pick 6. So we start our game off with a touchdown, Brock, but not on the side of the scoreboard that we were expecting.
Yeah, first drive on defense, the goal is to get off the field, maybe even flip the field with field position. But to score points yourself, it's not something they honestly consider too much. That is until he started that return, baby. And they saw things lining up perfectly for it to happen.
That one splits the uprights. And the Chiefs will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. D. Eskridge to return it. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Tagovailoa back to the air after the pick. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Ready.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Cut by the open man. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
Hey, come on, 2. Come on, 2. Come on, 2.
First down, here's Tua. That's caught. Devon Achane. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Leo Chanel able to bring him down.
4 yards on the pickup.
Second down carry for Achan. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Something he does so well. Nick Bolton making the stop. They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes them to 3rd and 5.
Go ahead.
Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Tagovailoa to throw on 4th down. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Mahomes starting off with a throw. That's caught by Hollywood Brown. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense. About set for the second quarter. Chiefs football here. They have second and pretty long here. Trying again following the sack. Kelsey makes the catch. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And he's able to reach that midfield stripe after some solid running. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
15. 15. Hey, Ridley. Attack.
A second down run by Pacheco. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Bails out of the pocket quick. He's keeping it.
Well, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane. Just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those two, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
Pistol now for Mahomes. That pass is complete to Kelsey. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Opening script working gangbusters so far. 1st and 10 now at the 29. Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. It's Kader Kohu up to make that play. Back to Pacheco here on second. And he gets it forward, is still about a yard out of that. Javon Holland there to make the stop. Offense in the hurry up here. 3rd and short, here's Mahomes. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. On the move, headed right. Ooh, look at this, here he goes. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it could suck the wind out of that defense.
The Chiefs bring on Harrison Butker for the field goal. Angling this one in from the right hash to challenge here. Up and good from Blankenship. And they come away with some points on that series.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset they couldn't finish the drive with the touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
Eskridge on the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. One last play before the break.
All right, come on. Turbo three, kick. Out.
He's back to throw. Buys time, rolling right. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Kicked off by Jalen Watson. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Sanders all set to send it away. McCole Hardman now on the return. Returns looking good so far. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32.
Hey, you go into halftime with a double-digit lead, your #1 objective, and they'll all say it in that locker room, it's 0-0 to begin the second half. So you want to come out firing the same way you did in that first half. And that kick returner, he took matters.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Working quickly here. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Flushed out of the pocket. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a 3rd down. They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. He fires one deep down the middle. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Devon Holland comes up with it. And the Dolphins bring it all the way back inside the red zone before he's finally hauled down. The moment you see them look to pass from this close to their own goal line, Brock, it is that defense's goal to hurry him and force a mistake just like that.
Yeah, those guys, they're so sneaky on the back end, Kate. They know the clock is being sped up. They know that the quarterback can feel those footsteps and thinking about a safety, and those defenders just wait for that rush throw, and then they step in, they deliver, and they take the ball away.
And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Running with A-Chain out of the gun. And he's brought down for a loss. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Throwing. Here's Tagovailoa on 3rd. This one's caught. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. They send Hill right. Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And in for the Miami touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That one right down the middle. And the Dolphins cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a three-point game now. Hardman with a return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Looking for Travis Kelce that time. And now it's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. This one finds Kelce. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Pacheco gets it from the gun. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Hit applied by Bradley Chubb. 2nd and 10 now. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Travis Kelce, the intended target. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Give him 2 yards on the play. It's going to be 4th down and 8.
Well, that's a tough one because you could see the beginnings of what looked like an explosive play. Let's give some credit here, Kate, to the defense. A great job to bottle them up before it came to fruition.
Three quarters in the books from this one. It's Chiefs football trying to carry this lead across the finish line. A lot of room they need here. It's 4th and a long 8. Looking to throw. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. One of their best play calls of this game, Brock. Nets him 17 yards on 4th down and gets them the 1st. Again, Mahomes to throw. That's complete. Isaiah Pacheco. He gets loose down the right side. And he crosses out of bounds, so now we're going to learn who the penalty flag is on. All right, so they like the results on the field, and they're going to decline this penalty. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Running it after the penalty. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's a middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. They did it! He made the interception! Jordan Brooks comes up with it. And the Dolphins have some new life in the 4th. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the 2nd half of a 1-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. Yeah. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
And they take him down at the 24-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10. Here's a chain up the middle. Has good room at the 35. Down the sideline inside the 40. Touchdown, Miami! The Dolphins take a fourth-quarter lead. Devon Achane with the touchdown. A chance to take their lead beyond a field goal on this point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Dolphins take a 4-point lead. Sanders all set to send it away. Hardman with a return. His return makes it up to the 25. All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning. Mahomes on 1st and 10. Chased out to his right. Has his man. It's Pacheco. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Yellow.
Here he is to throw. Finds his man. It's Worthy. And he'll get it up to the 44. Chiefs in the hurry-up, trying to get everyone in line. Back to throw. Pacheco holds it in. And he gets this beyond the midfield stripe and onto the Dolphins side of the field. Chiefs in the hurry-up, trying to get everyone in line. Setting up to pass. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest. It gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
That one complete to Hopkins. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. 2 timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. He's on the move. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's 2nd. Still 1 more in their pocket to use. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Picked off Kendall Fuller. And the Dolphins make the play that should win them this game. Oh, man, Brock, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.
On 1st down, they're going to start out with Achane. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. The Chiefs will use their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now.
32 stinger.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. So it's fins up as the Dolphins take the win at home. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths. Because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? Both.
All of us.
Yeah,
all of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now, and that they felt at every major turn throughout the second half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player, and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.
Like damn, why I get a like urn? I'ma drop top. The sun won't burn when it lit like what, but the stripes ain't earned. I'ma get it right now, I ain't waiting no turn. Got a brand new house, tryna avoid my hurt. About 6 point something in the field like church. The hood got whack and the set went turn. Got a 488 in the glide like Kurt. I've been living off golf from the last few deals. When the night check came and I still got chills to the 2K lick. I ain't even